Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name is Courtney and I'm so glad you found your way to my corner of the internet. Today we are doing something new for the channel, new for 2024. We are going to be doing our monthly budget for the month of January. So I have not shared a monthly budget before because we get paid weekly, so I have found it easiest to just share my weekly budgets. And I don't even share all of them. I only share them on occasion. But this year, my goal is to share more of our monthly budget. That way you can kind of get an idea of what our bills look like, what we're doing, a little more transparency. So I am using my brand new budget planner that I created myself in Canva. It took me far longer than I care to admit. I did get some new pens. That's what you saw in the beginning. I picked these up with some of my shopping money from my first YouTube check. So thank you guys so much. You got me new pens. And then I have this coffee mug. I've had it forever. It is like an 8-ouncer. It is not enough coffee for me. It might say Mom Life and it might be real cute, but this does not hold enough of anything except for maybe wine. So we decided to put pens in it. So let us begin. First things first, we are going to do our to-dos, our notes, and our goals. We're going to put January, whoa, I hope if I could spell. I did leave that so I can just put that in each month. January, so to-dos this month, I do have to call and schedule Clayton a doctor's appointment. For next month. To-dos, I want to reorganize my pantry, and I want to start the Throne of Glass series. These might seem simple, but this is what I'm trying to do as part of my goals, is to really make sure that I'm detailing what I'm doing. Notes is we have Cody's birthday. And we also have, this is going to be a short paycheck month. Goals for this month are going to be reading 2 books and walking 2 to 3 days a week. I know that goes against my like overall goal for the year, but I kind of gotta work up to that. And then let's see here. That's all we're gonna do for right now. Okay, so we got the pleasantries out of the way. Now let's get to the good stuff, the stuff you're here for. Okay, so like I said, this is a short month for us. So we're gonna take our green pen now to signify income. Green, good. Let's zoom you in. Whee! Hello, welcome. We are only getting 3 paychecks this month, so they will be. Hold on, I gotta look at my calendar because your girl, and this is why I put calendars in here so that I can remember. So we are looking at 11, 18, 25. Okay, so January 11th, January 18th, and January 25th. These two will be normal 19, 11, and change. This one is gonna be, we're gonna say $13.50 because I'm not sure. It'll be a short week, and then he's also talking about taking some additional like paid, like he does have some paid time off, but it's not very much, and it does pay differently than his standard because it doesn't account for other things. So I'm not 100% sure on that. So we're gonna budget. That's why we have the budgeted here, so that's what we're gonna go by. So let's add that up real quick and see what we're working with for the month. So for the month, we are looking at budgeted $51.72. So it's going to be a short month, but we're going to be fine. I'm pretty sure that February will end up being a magic month for us. But we're going to see if we need to use it as a magic month or not. Look at that. I already got stuff on this. Okay. So that is what we're looking at. Now we're going to jump into our bills. So I'm going to fast forward you real quick while I write in all of our bills. Okay, so I've got all the bills written out, including our subscriptions, because I do count those in our bills. So this is everything that we budget into our month ahead. And when I set aside each month, each week when I set that side amount, this is what these are all the things we're paying. So our rent, and I'm just gonna just let you guys know up front, we pay very inexpensive rent. We are very fortunate and very lucky, and that is why we are able to not only have 2 car payments, but a camper payment and some of the other things that we do. So, and why solely believe why we are able to survive on a single income at this moment. So, just understand that is our rent is $600. And we know how lucky we are. We know how blessed we are. So we're just going to leave it at that. Power, it does fluctuate. So normally I budget about $100 a month for that. But right now, because it is the winter months, we are doing $200. You will see, because I do already have the number for the month. It's going to be more than that, and that's okay. Our insurance, we budget that at $180. That is a set amount as well, but I budget, again, I round it up to the next number. My car payment is $330. That is the newest payment that we have. My previous payment was almost $100 more. So we did knock that down, which is great when we bought my other car. My husband's truck payment is $370. The camper payment technically is like $175, but I have upped it so that we are paying $200 monthly, and then we are going to be one thing I don't know if I shared in December, I did have to put tires on my car, so we figured out that we could pay them off $1,600, which was rough, in the month of December before interest charge. I just made our final payment last week, so we now, anything going forward, we are going to dump towards our camper like originally planned. Now we actually have the freedom and the flexibility to do that. The next thing is my husband's dues. So I do set aside $50 every month. Yes. I set aside $50 every month, and then we pay every 3 months for his dues. We kind of are paying behind right now in a way. And do I like doing that? No, but I'm not in a place where we can get ahead on that. And it's not really that big of a concern for me. We'll get there eventually. That right now they send me a reminder, which is perfect because otherwise I forget. Garbage, we budget $40 a month for garbage, and we do pay that bi-monthly. So I think that's how it is. Semi-monthly? I don't know. Every 2 months we pay this. So $40 a month. And that is over, usually it ends up being about $75 instead of $80, but that means we can build up our buffer. For our Amazon Prime, I do budget and save $15 each month, and then that comes due every October. Netflix, we budget $17, and Netflix is like the only thing we can get at our house. So that is one thing I will never get rid of because that's what my children love. Everything is on Netflix. I do have Canva. I do overestimate that one by a penny. That is $13. I do pay for Lightroom, $6. Lightroom is a photo editing app, and I use it to edit a lot of my photos. I haven't been doing it as often, but it does come in handy, and I really enjoy it. It's like a mobile version of Photoshop, so to speak. My husband has Apple Music. That is $12. And then we pay $1 for storage for my husband's phone and $3 for storage for my phone. And then we do have Hulu. I have contemplated getting rid of Hulu, but my husband has informed me that like half of his favorite shows are on Hulu, so I can't get rid of it. And we are planning on upgrading our internet in the new year with our tax return. So hopefully we'll be able to watch Hulu on a regular basis because there are shows on Hulu that I like. So these are our monthly bills, not including our debts. I do have debts separated down into a second section. So we are going to add these up And then I will go in and add in the actuals of what we have, or what I do know at the moment. And then what I do basically throughout the month is I just go through as things clear our account. And I just either write down what they actually were, and then I usually check paid. That way I know if things came up different. And then obviously I left a lot of lines here so that I have additional lines if needed. So let's add this up real quick. Total is 2,058. And then that leaves us remaining $3,114 for everything else for the month. So pretty good. And some of these are going to go over. So like here, I'm going to write these in really quick. So our insurance is actually only $176.20, but our power bill is going to be $218.20. Now we've had a pretty mild December, so I think our next month, so we pay for like mid-month to mid-month gets paid by the following month. So the 15th of November through the 15th of December, and then we pay it January 5th, if that makes sense. So they send me an email of what it's going to cost us. But I'm hoping that this will be less next month for the pure fact that it's been really mild weather, though rumor has it we're supposed to get a really bad cold snap come the end of January. Not thrilled. Okay, so now we are going to dive into our debt section. And oh crap, I know what I forgot to add up here. That's okay, we'll put it in sinking funds. So debt. In debt, we are going to have our STCU credit card, which is our 0% transfer. We're going to have our city credit card, and those are the only two credit cards that we have. And then I'm going to add my camper in here because that is where we are focusing all of our extra debt right now. So technically these up here are debts, but they're included in our monthly month ahead. This is stuff that we pay extra on. And yes, the minimums should be included up here for this, but this just is how it works for me. So because we are doing 3 paychecks this month, 3 paychecks this month, I have dropped the number that we're transferring each week to this. So we're only going to put about $300 to the STCU card because we are well within the range of paying off in time for the balance transfer, and I really want to get our camper paid off. The city card, I put $200 a week, so that is going to get $600. Not the best, but it'll have to do. My goal is to eventually get to where we can pay this balance off when we use it. We are nowhere near that. We will get there. And then for the camper, I would love to get, let's see here. Let's see. I want to do, so if we do, hold on. I would really love to pay $1,400 off on this. We'll see if we can make it, but let's add all that up. $2,300 to debt, and that gives us $814 remaining for savings, sinking funds, all of that. So not a lot, but the goal is to pay off debt. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, I'm going to real quick speed you through writing out all of our sinking funds and savings accounts, and then we will jump back over. Okay, we've got everything filled in. So we have $814 to fiddle with. That said, I totally forgot to add over here our health and welfare. That we are going to try and do $300 again. We do about $75 a week. And then I did add in all of our cash envelopes, which are down here too. I'm sorry if you don't like that I read it at an angle. It's just how it works for me. So Family fun, we usually do about $5 a week. So this is just going to get 15 this month. Nothing crazy. Clothing the same, 15. I'm not doing any bulking in any of these. Date night will also get 15. Pets is going to get 90 because we do $30 a week. Chickens will get 15. Garden, I am trying to bulk up. So we are going to do 30, 10 a week, 15 for gifts, 15 for anniversary. Obviously, if anything comes up extra, we're going to dump it into, we'll put some things in here, but chances are with it being a short month, we probably are just going to stick basically to this, if not less. End of the world, we're going to say is only going to get 2. That kind of gets our odd numbers because I like to work in 5s. And it's crazy to think that I used to work in one with every, putting dollars here, dollar and some here and there. But now I like to work in evens. It's crazy how things change when you adopt a new budgeting system. Holidays, because we are doing 3 weeks, that's $50 a week. So that'll be $150 there. Nails, I think I'm going to take a chill pill on my nails for a little bit because I'm doing really well in that envelope. I think we're just going to stick in there 55 because that's basically the cost of a nail appointment without tip. So I already have 2 appointments and then some in my envelope. So I'm going to take a chill on that. Challenges we're going to come back to because I always put those into effect after whatever's left of me playing around. So I did add in the health and welfare. Down here, these ones are all going to be different. And I can't really budget them monthly because I'm going to be doing something new that I'm really excited about. Essentially, I'm going to take $200 every week and we're going to try and split it between these accounts in a fun way. You'll have to stay tuned for our first January paycheck to see how. But essentially, these all are going to be $600. So let's see where we're sitting because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to be over and we haven't even touched groceries and stuff. So this is a guideline. I'll say that much. This is not something that I am hard and fast to. Our weekly budgets, I am hard and fast to. This is a guideline to see if we can make like this happen in our weeks, in our weekly budgets. A lot of times it doesn't happen, and that's okay. So groceries, we're going to put 150. No, that's not right because that's only 2 weeks. Hold on. What's 225. This pen does not want these new pens. They're all new. This one just doesn't want to write. 225. Cody will get 90 because he gets $30 a week. Eating out, we're not going anywhere that I can think of. I'm trying to think. I should look at my calendar. That's why I have this all in one book. Honestly, I don't think I have anything on our calendar. Nope, nothing at the moment. So we are just going to put 0 and we are not going anywhere. So no coffee. Those are both zeros, which is great. So now let's see how much we are over. Let's do some numbers. So the total on this is $13.17. So that means we are in the negative already. But again, this is just a monthly budget. It's a guideline. It is not a hard and fast. So looking at this, we are going to be tight. So basically what this means is that we're probably not going to be able to put as much to debt as we want to, and we might skimp on some of these savings, like in some of the savings accounts, which is fine. That's kind of, why I started doing this is to give me a better idea of where we were looking at overall. The other thing is we don't know what our income actually is going to be. That's why I have an actual, and I think this is probably, I definitely under budget the short checks to make sure that I'm not surprised if things go awry. So the truth be told, I don't hold this. It is just a larger picture of where we're going to have to finagle numbers and figure out where we're going to cut things back. chances are we are going to cut things back in our debt payoff, and most likely our savings, because everything else is basically a non-negotiable. We might skimp on some of our sinking funds, but truthfully, the total dollar amount in the sinking funds is not that great to make as much of a difference as if we don't pay as much to debt. Now, that said, I still think we're going to be able to make all of this happen the best way we can. And that's why I've added into these pages an actual number so that I can come back and look and see what we were actually able to spend or put aside and whether we stuck to our goals or not. So that is our monthly budget for January. I am hopeful now that I have this new setup that I created that I will be able to come back the end of the month. We'll do a closeout. We'll see what we all hit, what goals we met, what we didn't, and see where we're going. Because right now, obviously, we're sitting negative 818, but that's, easily we can take off and just not make as much payment to our camper, or we can just not put as much to savings. But we'll see how that goes. The other thing too is we are, we're probably we have extra money that will go towards this, that will lessen this number, because the savings challenge I did as the countdown to Christmas, we are putting that in our month ahead fund, which you would have seen in my sinking funds update last week, and it showed that we have extra in there to cover when we have a short month. So that's all she wrote for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is new. This is me being a little more transparent in what our month looks like. I don't do a weekly budget every week. I try to do 1 to 2 a month, because I like to sprinkle all kinds of things and give you all the things on my channel, because I enjoy all of the things, so you get to enjoy them with me. And I feel like they're all relevant. And, if you don't like them, well, I don't really care. I like them. That's what matters. Anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to hang out, we've got big goals in 2024. Hit that subscribe button. Come hang out with me. I appreciate you. And until next time, remember to spread kindness like glitter. Bye, guys!